Good morning to all of you. It's the Saturday garden tour. We're doing the back and we're not really doing a tour. We're just doing one small area that I'm going to put all my money and effort into finishing up and making it look beautiful. The bones for this area are here, as you can tell. I already do have some plants that I'm really happy with, and I have my topsy-turvy containers on both sides. And I have a lot of inspiration how to make this look beautiful, and it's right off the patio. So sit down with your cup of tea and see what I'm going to share and talk about today, this area right in here. Well, I'm not really done with this area. Probably the next time we come back I will be done with it. Basically what I have here are the pieces I'm going to be using for this beautiful display. And as you can see, she is going to be the center of the attention. And you can tell already how beautiful it's going to be looking. This is just to give you an idea of what it's going to look like. And I do a lot of this. I move plants around in different containers and see what I like. And then I look at it carefully and say to myself, what else could I do to make it look more fabulous? Now I do like what I have here, and I do need to buy a couple of more containers, something like this and like this. But we will have it looking beautiful in just a few more weeks. We're still working on this area. Some of these plants are going to stay right where they are and some aren't. As you can see, I have my pots tipping every which way and with plants in them. And we're going to fix them up and clean them up a lot more in the future. So we should come over here probably another 2 weeks and see some improvement. But just because I wanted something to look pretty in this area, I brought a lot of my flowers that are not actually in the ground yet. They're just, some of them are in containers, some are not. Wanted to share with you some of my new things that I bought when I was at M&M Nursery. My pride and joy, as you're going to see in about 5 seconds. Here she is. Is she not beautiful? I bought the succulent that's cascading down her at M&M and this beautiful statuary. It's not a really big one, so I'm going to tuck her somewhere in the garden. But she is just beautiful. And I'm so happy it looks as pretty as it does. Let me know what you think. And here is some more of my beautiful flowers in the garden. And my dragonflies are guarding this area, keeping anyone out that comes, my soldiers of the garden. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Now, like I said, a lot of these things are just going to be moved around and they're in containers. These, I got them on a 50% sale, I think at Lowe's, and I'm really happy with them, and I've used them in quite a few posts, so there's no cost for that. Our pretty little girl, she was $15, $14.99, and the plant for her hair was $5. And so this is going to cost us a total of $20. $5 for the plant and $15 for my sweet little statuary. I still may end up changing it. I'm going to see if I can find something to put her on to elevate her that's the same color as she is. So we'll see what I can see. But as you can see, all the other plants are in containers, and I've used them in multiple posts, so there's no cost for that. I just wanted to have as many beautiful displays as I could make without spending a ton of money for plants. And a couple of my hanging pots are in the background to put a little more color in the background. I thought it turned out pretty good. Let me know what you thought. You know, Grandma, I'm into displays. I do love this a lot. So I have some containers that are new that I haven't used yet, and I think I'm going to. I have a total of 4 new pots. I have 2 that are this size, and then I have 2 that are a little bit bigger. and I have all these plants that need to go into a pot. I really think I'm going to pot a lot of them up and make a more permanent display. Even though they'll be in pots, I can move them around for displays like I'm doing now. But I think it will work out great. Let me know what you think about me putting so many things in pots, for I can move them around and use them in different displays when I film my garden. Anyway, I'll probably come back in a few weeks and show you a more permanent display of this. I really am getting to think I may want to leave this just the way it is. More on a permanent basis. I mean, it'll look nicer. I'll have more containers. And I may even go look and see if I can find a couple more like this on sale, because I really do like the look of them. I just didn't have enough money to buy any more than 2. So I may very well go and buy me 2 to 4 more. The reason why I say that, because by the time I buy the pot, get the soil, get the plants and put them in, it's probably not going to be much more than I spent for these. I think I spent $15 for these, and that was for the container, and it was for one of these beautiful ones in the center and 3 other ones on the side. And I can eventually take this whole thing apart and plant them in the garden when they get too big for these containers. So I thought it was a pretty good investment, $15, and I got 4 really nice plants and 2 nice containers. So I'm getting to think all the different things I need to look at, and sometimes we need to just spend the money for the bigger containers with more plants, because in the long run we're going to get more for our money. Because here I now have 4 healthy plants. I'm just sort of waiting, really, one reason why I'm sort of waiting to see what happens. These plants here, I want to know what color the flowers are going to be, and I want to make sure they're all going to be the same color. I would hate to find out they're different colors and plant them as a grouping. Well, let me know what you thought. I still need to do a lot more here to make it a lot more fuller. I have a lot of containers, and I bought a few new ones, because each year I buy a few new containers to add to what I already own and have. And so I probably am going to get at least 2 or 3 more. Well, I shouldn't say 3. I'm going to get at least 4 or 5 more just for this one area, because I want this to be, it's right off the patio, and you can sit on the patio and look at a beautiful display. And my topsy-turvy pots are flanking both sides, and I want something to be beautiful right in the middle. So I'm really starting to like it. I'm just trying to decide what I want to do to make it perfect. Now, I do have a lot of flowers coming up in this area, and you will start seeing a lot of beautiful flowers. Probably, it might even be another 2 months. I don't know. I just have a lot of things not moving very quickly this year for some reason. But it is really been cold for us, and our mountains have been full of snow, and we've had a lot of rain. So as soon as it warms up, it's probably going to be crazy here. So let me know what you thought about the backyard garden tour today and my plans for this area. We'll come back and check this out probably in 2 or 3 weeks. I need to buy some more plants and some more containers, because I am basically going to have what I've just shared with you, but nicer.